Hello Channel NITT viewers, I am DS, a psychologist, and welcome to another episode on Channel NITT. Just a few days ago, I had an encounter where I had a very serious FI episode. So I want to narrate that in our next episode, because in this episode, I think for some viewers, you may not exactly know why an ENTJ may behave that way. So I want to take this episode to explain when an ENTJ may have very serious FI moments. So this is the cognitive stack of the ENTJ. Under normal circumstances, FI is the inferior function. It is not activated. This is because TE as the dominant leader will just suppress FI. And because TE is the dominant leader, we tend to mind our own business. FI users may sometimes believe in moral uprightness, but TE users tend not to. This, however, does not mean that TE users are immoral. So most of the time as a TE dom, the ENTJ uses only TE. Some of the energy, however, goes to FI. If FI gets enough energy and passes a particular threshold, then it bursts. This is when the ENTJ may have an emotional outburst. So especially when I was younger and I was unable to control FI, an FI episode can be really very dramatic for people looking at the ENTJ. So I have thrown tables across the classroom before as a teacher. I have screamed and yelled at people. I could also swear and curse others. This is because FI has accumulated so much energy that it could no longer hold on to this energy. So it comes across as a catharsis or an emotional outburst. So when does an ENTJ reach this point? A very common answer would be when the ENTJ is really stressed. Under normal circumstances, TE is in control, so it handles everything smoothly. However, when there are unforeseen circumstances, things that are unexpected, or when there is a heavier workload and TE cannot handle, then some of the energy might just flow out and overflow to FI. So quite recently, my grandma had a very bad fall and she fractured her hip bone and she had to be hospitalized and she will stay in the hospital for a while. So during this time, I have to look after the dog, I have to start doing the chores, I have to do the groceries, I have a lot more things to do than usual. And many of the viewers here will actually know, as an ENTJ, the ENTJ is really a workaholic. So on top of my personal work, now I have a lot of other things to attend to. That could be really stressful. And that, of course, is a potential for FI to be triggered. So during this period, I find myself getting irritable more easily than not. And usually when I'm working, the hospital will call me and then ask me if this is a good time to talk. I said I'm with a client. This is not a good time to talk. I told them I finished with this client at 6. They say they would have knocked off at 6. They said we don't have a meeting point, and that's frustrating. So I tell them, why don't you call me at 10 tomorrow? So between 10 to 10:30. They did. They called at 11. I was very irritated because I had asked them to call at 10 to 10:30, but they did not. And in the end, I had something that is very urgent that I had to attend to at 11 that I could not answer the call. So I remember dissing at the doctor. I said, why do you all keep calling me at the wrong time? So under normal circumstances, had TE been the leader, I would not have dissed at people so readily. So it's as if, because I'm very frustrated, I'm jumping at any random people so to vent my anger out. So honestly, from the TE point of view, the doctor could have been preoccupied with other patients and patients' families' queries. So they had meant to call me at the 10 to 10:30 slot, but they could not find the time to. So usually I could see that point. But when I'm having this FI episode, I just totally disregard this. So that happened last week. I think I really sounded like a very uneducated, unreasonable person. But never mind that, the ENTJ quickly forgets. Since I am an ENTJ assertive, after I have unleashed or released the excess energy that FI had accumulated, I think I'm basically back to normal. So FI doesn't really pose a huge problem after that episode is done. Sometimes I can even pull myself back in the middle of a tantrum. So I'm really very happy that at least my TE is still in control. But I really think that ENTJs may really have the potential to be a tyrant, to be this demon that totally unleashes on others. Because in my past, I have done it before. So fellow ENTJs, do you have similar experiences such as this? So in the next episode, I am going to share my personal experience which happened just a few days ago, whereby I said something really shocking to another person because I had an FI moment. But before doing the episode, I felt that this must really be a precursor so that people can understand the other episode. So okay, at Channel NITT, we produce a lot of MBTI, ENTJ videos. If you have enjoyed this one and have not subscribed, do consider subscribing so that we can bring you more ENTJ, MBTI and fun stuff. Okay, I'm going to sign off now and I'll see you in our next episode. Bye bye!